What is up, you guys? Welcome to the channel and welcome to another installment of Mornin Oats. Before we get into today's video, I do want to kind of apologize for the lack of videos the past few days. I've actually just pretty much gotten over a really not fun bout with food poisoning. The past few days I've been in this room and haven't left at all, haven't eaten or anything like that, so it was definitely an interesting past couple of days, but when I woke up today I was feeling a lot better, so I was really excited to record this video because so many of you guys on my last video said that you guys wanted me to bring back Morning Oats, which for me means a lot because I really enjoy making these videos. I say it every time I make a Morning Oats, but it's really fun for me to just kind of sit down and talk to you guys about a topic that I feel is interesting and that I hope that you guys feel is interesting as well. The topic for today's Morning Oats is a question that I get asked a ton. That question is, do you think that building muscle has helped you keep off the weight that you've lost? So the short answer to that question is obviously yes. Like, I believe that it has helped a ton, and I guess you could click off the video now if you don't want to hear any more, but I really do think that I have some reasons as to why it's helped me, and not even just like the physical, because everyone knows that if you have more muscle on your body, you are burning more calories, right? And everyone knows with weight loss, it's calories in versus calories out. So when it comes to weight maintenance, or if you're trying to, just maintain your weight, it's kind of the same thing. Calories in versus calories out. You want to balance that as much as you possibly can. So if you have more muscle, you're going to be burning more calories. So in turn, you'll be able to eat more calories and not gain weight, right? So you'll be able to eat more calories and still stay at the same weight, and hopefully maybe even gain weight, but gain muscle, and then you'll be able to eat even more. So, just even with that, obviously I think it's helped, but I think there's been so much other things that it's helped with as well, like with just the simple fact of trying to put on muscle, how hard that is and stuff. So I really feel like there's been so many benefits of adding muscle that, go further than just, having more muscle means burning more calories. So if we go back to the other times that I've tried to lose weight before, I was kind of like the normal dieter. So I would try and eat basically like as little as possible, or what I thought would be healthy, and then I would just try and do as much cardio as I thought I could. At the time I was heavier, so I was doing basically like just the elliptical and stuff. And the problem that kind of was for me was that I just couldn't fall in love with that. And so for me, it always became a chore. It was never something that I enjoyed going in to do. I didn't enjoy going in to just do the elliptical and just do cardio. Now, I'm not saying that everyone is gonna feel the same way as I did. Some people really do love doing cardio and really do love doing that stuff. But for me personally, I didn't enjoy it. So for me, when I started doing like bodybuilding style training and just trying, resistance style training where I am, hopefully adding on muscle, I fell in love with that. And falling in love with something, and it became more than just a thing I had to do to get, it became more than just a means to an end, right? I want to lose weight, so I have to do this thing. It became more than that. It was like, I want to have a good time, so I'm gonna go to the gym. Like, it really became something that I genuinely enjoyed, and that is so important when it comes to weight loss, but then when it comes to maintaining weight loss, like, you have to find something that will become more than just this routine that you have to do, that you tell yourself, I have to do this to lose the weight, or I have to do this to keep the weight off. It has to become more than that. And for me, finding this style of training, that is exactly what it did. To build on that, the more that I enjoyed doing it, the more that I was willing to, I don't even want to say sacrifice, but I guess the more I was willing to change in my daily life and my day-to-day to accommodate, trying to add muscle, or just to accommodate going to the gym, right? It became more than just like, I need to eat this food to lose weight. It became, I need to eat this food because I know that if I have more protein and if I, manipulate my diet more, it will give me better results in the gym. I'll be able to pack on more muscle. And so it became this lifestyle that I wanted to live. So I was more willing to change the things in my day-to-day life, other than, like I said, just being like, I need to do this because I have to lose weight, and the only reason I'm not enjoying it, I don't love doing this. It was like, I just have to do this. It switched from that to being like, I love this so much, and I want to, put on muscle. I want to change my body as much as possible. So yes, I will, change up my diet. Yes, I will maybe do the cardio that maybe I didn't want to do before, because I know that if I do that, it'll help me stay in that caloric deficit, and then I'll be able to see the results that I want to see. Another thing I wanted to bring up is, why did I even start doing this style of training, trying to put on muscle and stuff like that? The reason that I started was because I was actually considering going into the military. I was a time in my life where I had lost the weight, but I was like, what do I do with my life now? I was working 2 jobs. I was, basically working all day, and I was just like, I want to do something else. Like, I was working for other people. Like, I wanted to do something else. So I thought maybe I'll join the military. Obviously, that never ended up happening, but when I decided like, okay, maybe I'll join the military, I knew that I was gonna have to do pull-ups and push-ups, and like they have those tests and stuff, so I was like, I really need to figure this out. And so that's when I started going to the gym. I got really lucky because when I started going to the gym, like when I first started doing bodybuilding style training, I was actually really struggling really bad with binge eating. It was when it was at the worst for me. And at this time I didn't even know what binge eating was. I didn't even, I didn't realize that there was other people that struggled with binge eating. I just thought that I was eating a little bit of calories, and then I would binge and eat a ton of calories, and I just thought that was gonna be normal for me. So for me, honestly, like doing this style of training, doing bodybuilding and trying to put on muscle actually really helped me get over binge eating, because when I was doing these workouts, when I started doing these workouts, I was just more hungry, so I was actually eating more throughout the day. And I know that might sound kind of counterintuitive if I'm saying like, how did this help me keep the weight off? But it really just helped me normalize my eating habits, because it changed from I just need to eat to lose weight, or I need to eat less calories, right? Like that's where my mindset was for so long. It was like, I need to cut calories. How can I cut calories? How can I cut calories? But then it changed to, how can I perform better in the gym? How can I, obviously eat not in a crazy surplus, but eat enough to where I can perform in the gym, but still hopefully, cut a little bit of weight. And then I finally got to a point where I was like, well, I'm kind of cool where I'm with as far as my weight is concerned, and now I would like to maybe add a little bit of weight. And I remember the first time that I decided that I wanted to add weight, I was absolutely terrified. Like I couldn't believe that was something that I was thinking about doing, but like I said, like adding muscle has been such a huge reason why I think I've been able to keep the weight off. And the last thing I wanted to bring up when it comes to like building muscle and keeping the weight off is that it made me increase my knowledge base. And I always say this, but knowledge is power, and that is especially true when it comes to weight loss and keeping the weight off. The more knowledge you have, I really think that the better results you're gonna have with losing weight, and the better results you're gonna have with keeping that weight off. A lot of people that struggle with losing the weight and then gaining it all back, I think, is that they did not do their job in as far as doing as much research as they possibly could about why they're losing the weight. Like a lot of times people that lose the weight and then gain it back, it's because they did these crazy diets, or they did these shake diets, or whatever it is, right? They did these crazy things where they lost a lot of weight, but then when they were done with whatever diet it is that they went on, they didn't know what to do next, right? And then so they just gained the weight back. And for me, like it was the opposite. When I was losing the weight, I was doing as much research as I could as to like, why am I losing weight? How is this working? What do I do when I stop, and then when it came to like building muscle, it was the same thing. I did as much research as I could to, optimize obviously my results. But then I realized, the more muscle you build, the more calories you're burning. And then it all made sense to me. I was like, well, why would I not want to be able to eat more calories? Because, I had known from the very beginning of losing weight, right? Calories in versus calories out. So why would I not want to increase the amount of calories I'm burning? Because I really feel like that will give me better results, and I'll have a better chance of keeping the weight off. And like I said in the beginning of this video, I really think that that's a huge reason why I have been able to keep the weight off, is because I decided that I wanted to build muscle. So there you guys go. That's why I think gaining muscle, or at least trying to gain muscle, has helped me keep the weight off for as long as I have. I understand that this isn't a video of me trying to tell you how to gain muscle. That would be a completely different video, and honestly there's tons of those on the internet. I mean, I'm more than willing to make one of those if you guys would like, but again, like this video is not that video. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I'm again like so excited that you guys wanted to see Mornin Oats. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you have any ideas for Mornin Oats or any videos at all, please leave them down in the comment section down below. I always love reading those. But again, thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. There was one other thing that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, look how buff I am.
Obey the warning signs, and when there are flashing lights or wigwags, don't attempt to cross until they come to a complete stop.